Hey guys, what's going on? It is your pal Victor, and we're here for sketch card a day. Gonna do some live drawing today. It's gonna be fun. If you guys haven't tuned in before, or you're just checking this out on YouTube, this is Victor Moreno. I am a sketch card artist for Tops. I like to do some live drawing, and usually most weekdays I open a window up into my drawing studio, let you guys get a peek of what I'm working on. So today we're going to do some fun live drawing. Michael's here. What up, man? How's it going? Has that sketch gotten to your house yet? Still got allergies going, which is never fun. So today we're going to do some OS1 sketches. I think we're going to do Mad Axe, which should be fun. Michael says, hey, your cover is even more impressive in person, bro. Thank you again. Oh, man, you're welcome. Yeah, if you ever want anything else done, just feel free to hit me up. But yeah, I like doing cool stuff like that. That was a fun idea, too. I liked how Papa came out and the whole fire thing. It all came together really good. I was really happy with that sketch cover. I got a couple I need to finish up. I'm working on a Tool one for somebody. It's just going to be kind of like inspired by the album art. It's a real trippy and psychedelic. You know, 5 people here. So, hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm always happy to have people tune in. It doesn't say who's here, but I'm happy to have people tuning into the stream here. We'll get drawn in a minute. So yeah, today we're going to do some Garbage Pail Kid sketches, and that should be pretty fun. And here we go. I see Ron's here. What up, man? Yeah, today we're going to switch up a little bit. See if I might work on another Goldberg sketch, but I'm working on some for Danny today, too. Carrie's here. What up? Yeah, right now we're going to do Mad Axe for Danny, because he was queued up for today. He also wanted a Trump one. I'll see if I'm feeling up to that one later. I don't know. I might do a Goldberg one and just kind of twirl it around. But I haven't ever actually drawn Mad Axe before, and he's one of my favorite cards to look at, so that should be a lot of fun. So I'll just kind of do my own take on him, kind of. How's your guys' weekday going? Are any of you guys back to working, or are you just chilling? How's it going today? Carrie's here. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? Yeah, I've been looking forward to this all day today. It's like, thank God, time for some sketch card a day. Is it weird that I look forward to sketch card a day? I'm like, I get to talk while I'm drawing and not be crazy. Just kidding. I put some mellow background music on today. I never stopped working. What do you do again, Michael? I don't know if I asked before. I know Ron's a fireman. Yeah, I guess I never stopped working either. Well, this kind of work, but my regular job is still closed. Probably till like July. Ryan's here. What up? How's it going, man? Anthony says, I'm being lazy. I need a beer. Gosh, right? I think sometimes we all need a beer. And here's one of those funny situations where I'm looking over my phone to look at the drawing. Ryan says, LOL, my work is crazy right now. I run a dispensary. I could imagine. Thankfully, we've got a good selection we're stocked up right now. I think we got a good amount of gummies and peanut butter cups thanks to a friend. That might be a good thing. And mints. I like mints personally. Michael says, I work at a tobacco and beer shop, literally next door to my house. Oh my God, that sucks. So you're like always working. I know how that is. When your job's right next to your bed, you're always working. This guy's gonna look a little funny. He'll come through in the coloring stage. Right now he's just gonna look a little basic. And then we'll do some blood splatter and everything, and that'll be fun. I'm doing the blue tape holding the drawing down thing again. Do you own the dispensary, Ryan? Or you're the manager? I'd imagine that's actually a pretty lucrative thing right now. Alright, there we go. Got some Popeye bubble muscles thing. Move this up a little bit so I can see the drawing a little bit better on my end. So you guys don't know my setup, but basically I have this like spider tripod like on my phone right clipped to my table, and then this thing is angled right underneath it, so sometimes it's like hard to see the drawing. It's, you know, the things you do to be live every day. Do you guys like that I'm live as often as I am? Or do you think every other day would be better? I've always wondered, like, if you guys think I'm on too much. You and Brian do keep the masses calm. God knows what it'd be like if people were deprived of entertainment or distractions right now. Ugh, nope. Made the eye circle too big. I look forward to watching every day. Oh, well, I appreciate that then. Yeah, as long as I'm keeping people entertained, I just don't want to get where I'm doing it and people are like bored by it. I wish you were live more often. Well, yeah, I think I do it, like 4 times a week? I don't know. I'm still playing with the schedule. I feel like later in the afternoon, like I'm doing now, is better than earlier. Although I've been playing with the idea of doing like a late night stream sometimes, where I just draw whatever. We'll see. I don't know. Eventually, I'd kind of like to get like this a little more, or just go full Truman Show. I probably could, because I'm drawing even when I'm not on live. I think I was up till like 3 in the morning drawing stuff yesterday. I gotta make some time to do some more like random sketches to throw up on eBay, because all the eBay sketches sold today. Although I kind of like doing the ones you guys commission me to do better, because they tend to have more fun ideas. If you leave it to me, I'm just gonna keep drawing like, you know, atom bomb and I don't know, like Dead Ted all day long. Not that that's a bad thing, I guess. Atom bomb and Dead Ted hour. I'm using the flesh marker, everybody's favorite politically incorrect marker. But hi to everybody who's just tuning in right now. Do you guys think there's some other groups or pages I should share my live stream on to kind of help build a little more following in here? Not that I don't appreciate you guys in here, actually. I do this for like one person. Yeah, I just want to make it more fun for everybody. That's my main thing. As long as you guys are having fun, I'm having fun. It's like Popeye with his bubble muscles. Luke's in here. What up, Luke? How's it going, man? Yeah, I'm liking that muscle. Looking pretty good. And right now we're only on 2 colors, so remember we got to add more colors. With The Last Dance on ESPN, you should do a Jordan card for eBay. Oh, that's right. I've been hearing that's a really good documentary. Yep, I just shipped those up for you, Luke. That Misty Bus was a good get. You should have just hit me up after the stream that you wanted that card. Would have saved me the trouble of selling it on eBay. If you guys are ever interested in a card that I'm drawing on the stream that isn't a commission, just hit me up after the show, because I'd rather just sell it to you guys direct. Yeah, apparently I heard that like Michael Jordan comes across as like super competitive on there. Like I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, and they were like, he gambles on golf and like with security guards throwing quarters and stuff. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's no oops. I mean, you didn't know. Yeah, I'll probably do a Jordan card. That's a good idea. I've done that one for a few people where he's doing the slam dunk with his tongue. Weirdly enough, I was watching Slobby's World on Netflix, and the episode I was watching was the one where he gets a Jordan rookie card. Have you guys seen that show, Slobby's World? It's pretty funny. It's based on a collectible store in Tucson, which is like an hour and a half from where I live. Weirdly enough, I used to go there all the time, and like I saw him there a couple times before that show came on, and I never realized he was the owner. I thought the other kid on there was the owner, and that he was just like some loudmouth that came in. Like, who's this guy? Learn something new every day. Alright, let's do some flash tone on here. Yeah, you should check it out. It's pretty good. It's called Slobby's World. It's on Netflix. Yeah, it's like funny. I went to go get lunch for me and my girlfriend a little while ago, and it's like our state's lockdown order ends on Saturday, and it's like everything is like going back to normal almost. Like people are like everywhere. Nobody's wearing their masks. It's kind of crazy. But I guess we kind of want things to go back to normal, but I don't know if it's safe yet. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I think I'm paranoid. These baby muscles. We'll add some cool lighting in these too. Yeah, also Solar Opposites on Hulu. I just finished that. That's pretty funny. It's kind of like Rick and Morty light. I might have been talking about it the other day. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty much the American Dad version of Rick and Morty. You know, same art style, same everything. same voices. But yeah, I liked it. It's only like 10 episodes, so you can watch it in like 4 hours, 3 hours. The episodes aren't that long. Been watching this one show on USA called Motherland Fort Salem. It's been kind of interesting. It's kind of like The Craft, if like it was the army, like it's set in an alternate US where like witches at Salem helped like defeat the British during the Revolutionary War. So like there's an armed forces of witches. It's like a young adult kind of show, but it's actually pretty good. Yeah, because I'm picky about TV shows, and I was like, shit, I actually like this show. It's pretty good. But I kind of like the idea of like militarized powers, because I think if people really had like superpowers, you know, the government would find some way to like, you know, use that to their advantage, not like hunt people down, you know, like X-Men does. It's like, you know, you'd want mutants in the army or something. That's my 2 cents. I don't know. There we go. You guys liking how this drawing's coming out? I think it's coming out pretty cool. We'll see how many commissions we can get through today. Are you guys watching any cool stuff? Yeah, and only 17 minutes in. Yeah, right. This one's going pretty quick. I think we might be able to get this one done in less than half an hour. Sometimes I'm quick, guys. That's what she said. Ayo. Just kidding. I just angled the mask a little bit so it was a little more fun. Might do that like Batman kind of shading on it and do a darker gray instead of a pure black behind it. That might be a cool way to handle it. Yeah, I might try that actually. We'll Batman shade this mask. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to shake that, guys. Yeah, you guys want to know something funny? So sometimes when I'm really tired, I'll go to sleep, and I have a thing that happens where, like, if my face lays down on my pillow, my eye, like, opens while I sleep, and I literally sleep with one eye open, like the Metallica song. So when that happens, I usually wake up and one of my eyes is, like, really dry, so it's like watery all day long. So last night that happened. So today, like, it's just like my eye's so watery, it's really obnoxious. It's weird things that happen in nature. Hey Gabby, how's it going? Tuning in and watching me draw little kid drawings. Now, I draw cute stuff all day long. It's a lot of fun. You guys are wondering, this character Mad Axe is from original series 1 from '85, drawn by John Pound. He's kind of a take on a medieval executioner as a Cabbage Patch Kid. Fun stuff. Just giving background because I know not everyone who tunes in here is aware of the history of the Garbage Pail Kid stuff. We're just doing a recreation of a card from the mid-'80s. You realize if Mad Axe was a real person, he would probably be like, what, almost 40 years old? Thank you. Yeah, this is what I do for my day job is freelance illustration a lot of the time. So I've been doing commissions on my live stream so people could see me draw their commissions for them on the live stream. Kind of the equivalent of a virtual Comic-Con experience, I suppose. All right. Now we're going to do some gray on here to get some shading and gradation. I am a fan of shading and gradation. What do you think? That looking pretty good, guys? Still got to do his little cherub cheeks. Cherub cheeks. Did you guys like The Witcher on Netflix with Henry Cavill? I watched it, but I feel like I didn't leave enough of an impact on me. Like, I'm going to have to rewatch it because I, forgot most of it. And this stuff is on my new cardstock, so it doesn't bleed as much as my old cardstock did. Pretty fun. Haven't watched it. It's pretty good. I'm gonna do some blending today. Blending. I'm gonna throw some flesh tone in there between these two, and then throw some orange clouds as well. See how that comes out, because I like blending a lot. This is a new cardstock and really haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. So we'll see how it comes out. We're picking up some artifacts from the banner. I don't like when that happens, but that's fine. We'll just use that as a base for texture. And we'll throw in some flesh tone in a minute. See if we can get some blends going. Oh, that's not the color I want to use. Be careful, you look at the labels sometimes. You might mess yourself up. It blends a little differently than my old cardstock. I'll have to keep that in mind. Let's do some orange clouds here. Do 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 do. That looks pretty solid. I feel like that should be my catchphrase. That looks pretty solid. I say it way too much on stream. All right, now let's add some grays. You guys enjoying the stream today? I know this one's a little basic. Sometimes you gotta have some quiet streams to like play with colors. This one seems like a little bit of a meditation. It's like, huh, alright, so we're gonna have to do this and this moving forward for these kinds of drawings. Alright, I think we're gonna finish this guy up right now. Alright. Thanks, man. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I feel like I could do a better job in the future, but he's my first time drawing this guy, so not too bad. Alright, now let's see. This guy also wanted a Trump. But I don't feel like drawing a Trump today, so I think we're going to jump to doing one of the Goldbergs for Ron. Maybe we'll do a couple today. You know, because I don't try to be political, it's alright, but like political stuff doesn't tend to be popular for live streaming. So I'll throw this up on here for a second so you guys can look at that while I set up the next sketch. How you guys doing? Got a few people in here. Alright, Ron, I know you messaged me. Where is that? Just getting the visuals ready for the next sketch, guys. Vanessa's here. What up? How's it going? Alright, here we go. Apparently yesterday was the season finale of the Goldbergs. I need to catch up on that show. I am a bit behind. Alright, we did the dad and Barry. Okay, let's do this card. It looks pretty interesting. I'm glad you aren't. I hate to see his orange face more than I have to. Yeah, I know. I've drawn him a lot lately, unfortunately, but, you know, a lot of people like those political cards. You know, as a kid, I wanted to be a political cartoonist when I grew up, and it's weird. Like, I feel like I would not have a drought of material. But yeah, it's just hard when you're not happy with a lot of the way the world is going. But sometimes it's just, you know, some people are, some people aren't. You gotta live and let live sometimes. I don't know. Alright, here we go. This will be an interesting card to draw. I don't even really know what's going on in this card, so it's I'm like, okay, a little kid's climbing out of a face. But it should be easy to draw the face, so I'm not going to complain. He had like a hamburger, a big hamburger for lunch. Like I ordered a double cheeseburger. Then when I got it home after running errands, because I had to go to the post office and stuff, they didn't put cheese on it. And it's like, how does that happen? You order a double cheeseburger and they forget to put cheese on it. Like that's just weird. Right, I'm just tweaking the layout so you guys can see it better. Too high up. GTA 5 for free on Epic Games today if you game. Yeah, I just don't have time for it, unfortunately, you know. Especially that's like a long, you know, involved game. I just don't ever have time to do it. I think I got to play God of War like 3 weeks ago. And then we were playing Jackbox games with some friends last week. That's the closest I've been to like doing any gaming lately. Do you guys play any of the Jackbox games? Those are fun, like a Trivia Murder Party. Those are fun. I like social games a lot, and I like trivia too. So, always fun when you get to do stuff with your friends. I think that's the thing I miss most in the whole, you know, everything that's going on is hanging out with people. You should look it up. Basically, it's kind of like, it's a trivia game. You play with your friends. You can get it on PlayStation. You use your phone as a controller. So your friends don't even have to be in your house. And, like, it's kind of like Saw. Like, this guy asks you trivia questions. And if you get the answer wrong, you fall into a trap where you have to, like, you know, cut off your finger or any other stuff. Are you serious? Okay, I was like... Since my connection was going bad. Theaters should be open in July. Hopefully we can pick up where we left off. That's cool. Yeah, we'll probably do something in July. I can't, you know, June would be way too soon. Yeah, apparently the Alamo Draft House here in Arizona went into bankruptcy. I don't know if they're going to reopen or not. You know, but I show old movies, and it's like, you know, it's just tough, man. This thing is gonna hurt a lot of people. They're saying we might end up in a full-on depression, not even a recession, like a full-on depression. That'll be crazy. I mean, I think we're already in a recession. And this is a weird card. Alright. Is this his inner child? That must be what it is. It's his inner child coming out. Sometimes it's hard to translate high concepts in art. Alright, there's a little kid coming out. If you guys are sending me messages right now, I can't see them because I'm on live, so I will check them out afterward. Alright, now let's finish up the teeth. I'm just moving the drawing up so I can see. Because I can't see. Weird. This is a funny card. Alright. Do you guys ever have like random memories of your childhood come in when you're doing stuff? The other day I was doing something, and I remembered this buffet restaurant my aunt used to take me to when I was a kid back in California called King's Table. That I used to really love going to because I was really into like mashed potatoes, and it was kind of like the only thing I could kind of describe it like, this King's Table restaurant, is kind of like when you go to a Vegas buffet and they have the we call it the cutlery station, where they have like ham and all that stuff. This place had like au gratin potatoes and everything like that. In hindsight, like, you know, it's one of those things where you can remember what things taste like, and they had really fresh salads and stuff. And it just struck me like, ooh, crazy childhood memory attack. I don't know. Sometimes I get those a lot. Like, I'll have this like flash of years ago, and it's like, feels like you're really there. I don't know, it's a little trippy. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the only person that kind of thing happens to. Like, I get random old memory triggers. Sometimes Garbage Pail Kids does that for me. I remember Garbage Pail Kids were really popular when I was in second grade, and it seemed like all the cool kids had them before I did. And there was a liquor store called Mundo's Liquor that a lot of the people I knew got them at, and it was a liquor store. My parents didn't want me going in there, so I always felt like, and it was like right next to my house. It was like 2 blocks away, and I never went in there. And I always felt like such a dweeb that I was scared to go in there and get Garbage Pail Kids. So one day, like, I convinced my mom to take us there, and I had this little Mickey Mouse doll I was always really attached to. And while I was in there, I forgot it or left it in the store, and I freaked out and I couldn't find it, and I was like inconsolable, you know? It's very weird. Luke says, I think that is a common thing, especially with different scents taking you to a person place. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's just one of those things, I guess, like, until you hear somebody else goes through that, like, it feels weird to you, you know? It felt very vivid, you know? It's like, you know, like, when you can remember the layouts of, like, you know, your relatives' houses from when you're a little kid. Even though, like, that was, like, years and years ago, and they might not be around anymore, you know, but you can still picture it in your brain like it was real. Like, sometimes I'll have dreams and I'll remember, like, being in a Toys R Us or something, and it'll seem very real. Like, oh yeah, you go in through the side and you have to go through a little maze of toys to get to the main part of the store and everything. Like, I'm a very visual dreamer too, you know, so. Yeah, sorry if the card looks weird, guys. This drawing is going to be a whole process. I probably should have picked an easier one to get going. But it should be fun. On paper, this seemed like an easy one. And then like, oh shit, this is going to look weird in a process. We're really early in the process of this one, so we're going to probably go a little bit past 5. Yeah, I realize not all the drawings are going to be ones we can knock out in half an hour, and I'm not trying to rush through them, you know? Yeah, and I appreciate the artists throwing in a few funny ones now and then, or conceptual ones. I'm also tripping out because it looks so much different on the camera than it does in real life. I'm like, weird. I mean, it's just the lighting. I guess one of these days I'll have to do one at night, or so like I get the natural light in here, so it doesn't look so different to me. Just thoughts. I'm also breaking a new cardstock, so it's going to seem a little different to me since it doesn't match 100% how I thought it was going to happen on the old cardstock, you know? After you do like a few hundred cards on a stock, you know how it's going to look and everything. And this one I still like. I'm experimenting and seeing how things land. Experimenting how things land. That's a good way to put things. Let's see here. Yeah, see, that's a little bit more how I was expecting that face to look. Ruby's here. What up? Yeah, like I said, it's weird when you're like working on somebody else's high concept. You know, I'm like, I get what he was going for. This is not the way I would have visualized it, you know? but I respect the fact that you were going for something interesting. I get the line work, but never learned to work with color markers like you do. It's just a process. You just got to practice. Like, the past year or so, I've gotten much better with markers than I, used to be. Part of it is just finding the brands and, the kind I like. Finding a marker you like is very important. Because a lot of people just work with, like, the first marker they find. And like, okay, well, I'll use this one. And I'm just going to be real. Sometimes, the first marker you find isn't the best thing ever. For a while, I had a ton of Copic markers. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm not the world's biggest fan of Copic markers. I like a few colors, but they just, I don't know if it 100% lands with my art style. And chart pack markers are kind of similar, but they're different enough, that I feel like they work better for my art style, and, I just went with it. So once you find a kind of marker or colored pencil or painting you like, then just kind of get good with that. Because these were not the kind of markers I started with when I started doing sketch cards, and then I just kind of switched to them. The kind of markers I like, not everybody likes, too. So yeah, just my best advice is find what works for you and just practice at it. And eventually you'll get to a point where you're kind of happy with it, and then you'll just get better. Because sometimes I'm not happy with how stuff comes out. I'm not 100% happy with, like, how this is coming out right now, but I know it's because it's in process, and as I add more, it looks more like how I want it to look, That's the whole thing about, like, happy accidents, Like, only you know how something's supposed to come out, Like, see, now I'm getting happy with his face. At first, I wasn't happy with it. Now I'm like, it'll get there. Just gotta be patient. Yeah, patient is the biggest thing. I am not patient. I wish I was one of those people who could work on pieces for, like, weeks at a time. I'm kind of, like, very detail oriented, but I can't belabor something, else I'll start to overwork it. Like, I'll always find something to tweak. This was a big problem for me in my 20s. I'd spend, like, literal, like, weeks working on something, and it'd be like, by the end, I'm like, if I'd stopped, like, 30 steps behind, this would have been so much better, at least in my mind. I still feel like I do overwork sometimes, so one of the hard things is knowing when to say when, Like, okay, when. I've been thinking about trying to sketch my own, but haven't drawn for about a decade. No one's going to judge you, man. It's just sketching, What's the worst that can happen, If it makes you happy, do it, Worst things that happens is you do it for a while and then you're like, I'm all right, I'm a big proponent of at least trying things, I don't think that drawing is this province of, like, a few people. I think anybody can draw if you just put pen to pencil, or pen to paper, And eventually you'll get to something you like, and then that's what you can work on, you know? You know, some people might think the stuff I draw is, like, terrible, you know? I don't know. Yeah, you just gotta not listen to that inner dialogue. You know, and if it sucks, so what? At least you're doing something, you know? It's better to know that you're not happy with something than to, you know, think that you might be. Because at least you put the effort in, you know? Like, I've made the drawing my, like, full-time thing since the pandemic started, and that was, like, you know, a year ago, I tried to do that, and it wasn't really working out for me, and now it, like, is, because I'm really trying to do well with it, you know? You just gotta practice and practice and practice. Like, even this is practice, you know? And eventually, like, you know, this will look better than the first time I did it when I draw it again or something. You know, it'd be like, oh man, yeah, I've gone way better since I first started, you know? Because sometimes that's all you need is just to see that you're getting better, or just work until you find a style that is your own. You know, even doing stuff on live stream, you know, it's like, you know, like, I'm really putting myself out there, like, oh man, like, this could come out terrible and everyone's going to see how bad it is, you know? But, you know, it's like, anytime you put yourself out there to do, you know, it's a learning process. Dropping stuff. Yep, just working on the hair now. Didn't mean to get quiet there. Let's do a little bit on the eyes here. That looks pretty good. Alright, here we go. This is such a funny card. He's just crawling out of his own head. Hey Charles, man, how's it going? Alright. I pulled it up a little bit just so I could see the chin, because I feel like the chin needed a little work and I wasn't getting the full view where it was at. Yeah, you've been busy? Yeah, this card was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Yeah, I dig it. It's like, you know, sometimes those are good, like live and learn. I'm just adding a little bit of brown up here because it looked like his hairline ended all abruptly. You know, I don't like when lines end abruptly. I did a 4-card loaded I sold the other day that had Atom Bomb as Krang. And it came out really cool. I might have to draw it again because, like, I didn't like how the hair ended on it. It's like, or rather the Atom Bomb explosion, it cut off at the top of the card. I was like, eesh, you know. And usually layout is my strong point. That one did not have a strong layout. So we all get it wrong sometimes. I'm picky too, so. There we go. Alright, I feel pretty good about that card now. Alright, and it is actually 5 on the nose. So that's pretty good. So these are the 2 cards for today. We got Adam Goldberg climbing out of his own head for Ron, and we got a Mad Axe for Danny. And I got to do a few more for Ron, so I got to look at my little schedule here and see if I might do the Trump off screen and do some more Goldbergs for Ron tomorrow. I think that might be the way to go. Because I think I got... trying to remember how many I got to do here. Still got to do a young Adam, the coach, and the mom and sister. So we'll probably do at least 2 of those tomorrow. And then I might do 2 of those off screen. So you can get those by Saturday. Yeah, so that might be good. Or I'll do those on a non-live stream and put those up on YouTube. Either way, we're going to have some more commissions tomorrow, is what I'm saying. You got yourself a nice little Goldbergs collection here, Ron. It's like, here's this one, and this one. I think those are all coming out pretty nice. Then we got next week is wide open, too, if anybody wants to get some commissions done. They're a lot of fun. All right. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I always like doing fun stuff with you. It's my favorite part of the day for sure. Jesus, can I pick a card up? There we go. So yeah, follow me on Instagram at Victor Moreno or Art of Cult. Trying to post more stuff on there. I appreciate it. And I'm going to put a YouTube link on my Facebook page. If you guys would like, I would appreciate if you could follow me on there, because I'm going to add some more sketches, live sketches on there. I think right now we've got, you can watch me draw at least 22 different cards up on YouTube right now. I've been doing this for a minute. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll let you guys go, and I will be back tomorrow at 4. I might actually go long tomorrow, so because we haven't done a 2-hour one in a minute, and I think you guys enjoy those, so I might go long tomorrow, and we'll see. I don't know. I might throw in a random live later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.